We are back for our June weight loss update. So if you are wondering how I've been doing on my wellness journey, how my weight loss has been going, and how my fitness has been, this is the video for you. So if you are on your own wellness journey and looking for some weight loss motivation, inspiration, I hope you can find it here. So let's jump into it. Hey guys, welcome. Happy end of June. Can you believe it? June went by like in the biggest, I knew it was gonna fly by because we were just incredibly overloaded with commitments, right? So yeah, June is a wrap. Next week is 4th of July, and then it's August and the kids are back in school. But it's been a really great month. I can't believe how fast. I feel like we always say that at the end of the month, but literally June was just like, you know, it was so busy. How was your June? I hope you guys had a really good month. And yeah, so this video is about weight loss, right? How have I been doing? Well, this month, I believe I lost about 4 pounds. It's pretty dang good. I'm pretty proud of it. So also when I say, I really truly hate giving power to the scale, but I know you guys love numbers. Y'all some mathematicians, okay? Because the numbers are what gets you guys through these videos. And everybody wants to know how much I weigh, how much I'm losing. So I believe I started, I'm gonna pull out my phone, so excuse me if that's like a trigger for you guys, but I'm gonna pull out my phone because I wanna give you guys a real life number, right? So what I started at I believe it was 4 pounds. I may be lying, it may be less, it may be more. Again, I don't try to give that much power. So I use an app with my coach, and our first check-in was Friday, June 2nd. I was 173.8 on June 2nd, and I'll weigh in again on Friday, which will be like the real end of the month, but today's only Wednesday, but I wanted to get this video up for you guys. And this month, right now, I am 170.8, so about 3-ish pounds. I know that may not be monumental to you guys. I understand that. I understand that may be like, oh, that's it, but I need to show you pictures, okay? I want to show you what I looked like in June, on June 2nd, because that's where the proof is. I keep telling you guys, okay, can you guys see? That is what I look like. This is the front picture. I look awful, you know, just ignore my face. It's first thing in the morning, but that's what I look like in the front, the sides, my back, my other side. And then this pose is not, I never post this on the internet, okay? I'm sorry, but I do this to show her because we're looking for what they call tie-ins in the back of your leg. So basically where you can kind of see your hamstrings, your quads, everything tying into the back. So I send in these pictures so you can kind of see the progress, right? As you can see, my quads are very nice. We're doing a lot of work on my hamstrings and trying to just kind of bring it in. We kind of figured out that it's not cellulite on the back of my legs, more or less loose skin. So it is what it is. Okay, so now this is what I look like now. This is only 3 pounds. Look at the front. You can see how much my stomach is more concaved. You can see a lot more definition in my chest, my legs, my face, my side. Profile is a lot flatter. This is 3 pounds. Look at my back. Look at that back. Complete definition. You can see all my muscles popping in. You guys can see that this arm never fully comes up, okay? I'm working with a chiropractor right now, but my body just kind of pulls. So this side is my weaker side, right? It's super tight, and this one is my bad shoulder, so I can't bring it up all the way. So I'm always kind of off, but that's just the way it is. But yeah, I like this back progress, honey. You can see my shoulder caps, a little bit of tri definition, my legs. Let me show you the side again. Like this is where, and I'll look even with my tie-ins. My legs are a little bit tighter. You can see a little bit more definition. Definitely that more quads popping through. Hams are coming through. It's taking me a lot longer to lean out my legs because that's where a majority of my weight settles. So when I say don't give the scale power, if I would have been like, oh my God, I only lost 3 pounds this week or this month, and I would have, if I wasn't taking these pictures, if I wasn't working on essentially more or less fat loss as opposed to weight loss, I would have been devastated, right? If I would have gave all the power of the scale, all the power to the scale, I would have been like, you know what, this is BS. I'm working out 5 days a week, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I see nothing. So again, I also want to reiterate that I don't have really that much weight to lose. I'm going to be honest with you. I only maybe want to lose maybe at most 5 or 6 more pounds. If I stayed at 170, I would probably be okay with it. But the lowest we want me to go is like 165 to 162. I'm 5'7". So it is the most bittersweet, craziest thing to say that like, if I didn't lose any more weight, I would be okay. Or I only have like 5 or 6 more pounds to lose and we don't want to lose any weight. It's the craziest notion to me. And when I say this, guys, I'm eating on training days upwards of 3,000 calories. I'm going to give you an exact number because, again, you guys are the mathematicians. So on training days, so each week we're increasing food. My body is loving having more food, and it's just the way it is. So I do Carb Cycle. On training days, I eat 3,019 calories, 188.1 grams of protein, 392 carbs. There's somebody in keto land freaking out on me right now. Fat, 75. And then on low carb days, those are my off days, I have 1,933 calories, 184 grams of protein, 167 grams of carbs, and 56 grams of fat. Yeah. So, and that's a pretty big deficit compared to working out or not. So that's just telling you how hard I am going in the gym, right? So a lot of people are saying like, I could see it this month. I feel like my body just clicked in. Like it is just telling the tale of the work I've been doing. And everybody's saying like, what have you done? What have you done differently? What is going on? Like, give us the secrets. So if you guys are wanting the secrets to a literal body transformation. This is not weight loss. This is a body transformation. How I have really dialed in my body, how I am showing the muscle growth and the fat loss. What have I been doing? And what are my pointers? If you were, like me and you're like, hey, I'm not seeing it, I'm not leaning out, what have you done? Okay, the first thing I've done is I changed cardio from time to cardio to calorie burned. Okay, so essentially some people say I'm gonna do cardio 5 days a week for 30 minutes and do whatever cardio you want, right? So exertion is individualized, right? Some people say, well, I walked on the treadmill at 2.5 and I broke a sweat. Or I did this elliptical for 30 minutes and I broke a sweat. You know what I mean? But then there's some people say I did HIIT training, whatever, right? So each one of those machines is going to, it's depending on the time and your actual activity level, how high you get your heart rate and how long you keep it at that rate in that fat burning mode is basically going to be how many calories burned, right? So for example, if you're on the treadmill walking 2.5 and you feel exerted, and you check your calories, maybe you only burned 150 calories. Are you truly exerting yourself, right? And then you look at somebody like myself and I'm doing, 30 minutes on the stair climber and I'm burning 395, 400 calories. Where's the difference? Because I am hustling, because I want to hit 400 calories. So instead of being timed, I did calorie focused. And when I say I am hustling on that stair climber, honey, I am at one point, I'm at level 12, 13, 14, and I'm running up the stairs, running, sweat dripping. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I'm doing that. That's so I can hit those 400 calories in 30 minutes, right? If I were to walk on the treadmill to hit 400 calories, I would probably have to walk on that treadmill for an hour. So you see what I'm saying? Like I'm getting the most out of my cardio and I'm really busting my butt to hurry up and get it done. Now, if I could, If I can hit 400 calories in 20 minutes, honey, I would be done in 20 minutes, but I can't. I've tried it. I just can't get there just yet. So that's what I feel like has really been the game changer, is where I've been calorie focused instead of time focused. Because, you know, you can be on TikTok for 20 minutes on the treadmill just cruising along, and then there's somebody next to you who's in a full out sprint, you know? So obviously do it to your physical limitations, but, you know, make sure that you are hitting these calories. So we changed that. That was a big changer for me. And I feel like that, I'm sorry, I got a piece of hair stuck on my lip. That really changed the game for me, big time. Just that little one I felt like was huge. I also changed up my rest days, right? So I work out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, off Monday, work out Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday. So Fridays I have my like treat meal. So that's usually a heavier meal, a lot of carbs, fats, you know, whatever. So Fridays I'll do shoulders. Saturdays is a leg day for me, because that meal, that heavy carb meal, I am going to take that and use that for pure energy, and I'm going to hit some major numbers for leg day. Now I know a lot of people are afraid, and I want to just do a side note. This is to your own physical limitations, okay? You know, you don't want to just if you could do more weight, do more weight. Don't be afraid of looking like a man. Please, please, please don't ever say that. You will not look like a man. Your body does not have enough testosterone for a woman to look like a man. Now, you see some of those people who have, you know, the stronger features, those people are, you know, they're getting a little extra testosterone in their diet, okay? They're on some juice there, you know, but those extreme cases, they are doing that on purpose. For the average gym goer, people like you and me, it's not gonna happen, right? I don't look like a man at all. Like, I don't look like a man. I don't look like a man. My husband doesn't think I look like a man. I've never been accused of looking like a man, so please don't ever say that. But you have to push yourself. You know, I have these conversations with my mom. I have these conversations with my aunt. My one aunt, she's the same thing, you know. You want to make sure that you are going to want, and literally guys, when I tell you, like, you have to, another thing that's changed was the muscle-mind connection. And for me, I have to close my eyes. If you ever see me in the gym, I always have my eyes closed, and sometimes I'm even touching the muscle that I'm working. So if I'm doing like quads or whatever, and I'm doing like a squat, right? And I usually do hack squats. And I'll have my legs turned out, and I'll have my arms on my quads, and I'll feel them going down, and I don't go fast at all. It's slow and controlled. Bodybuilding is not powerlifting. We're not trying to hurry up and do it. We're taking everything slow and controlled. So I'll touch them and I'll go down slow, 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 get it where feel that burn, come up slow. And I am just moving the whole body. If I'm doing dumbbell curls, my upper body strength is terrible. Okay, I can only curl 15 pounds. When I started, I was struggling at 7, okay? So I'm working on it, but it's a very slow process for me. And when I do it, I'll have my weight out, and I'll literally just go, hold it, and down and release. Hold it, down and release, and just keep doing that. I wanna, like, even when I'm doing tries, I'll hold it, down and release, down and release. And you kind of want to squeeze it in the moment. You want to get the most out. You're there, you're doing the work. Get the most out of your movements. And this doesn't even have to be in the gym. If you're just using resistance bands in your basement, on some days I work out, like the other day I worked out in my basement and I used resistance bands. And same thing, I was doing, what the hell was I doing? Lateral extensions, right? So I'm pulling it back and I'm going and I'm just watching it and I'm feeling, you could even see when I move it, holding my whole back, going through, just making sure I'm feeling it on my sides. If I don't feel one and I feel it somewhere I'm not supposed to, I don't count that one. And I'll say, all right, add another one because I didn't do the right muscle. I didn't have the right form. I didn't do the right muscle. You know, it's hard. It is hard, but don't just say, oh, look, I'll count that one. I'm not cheating myself. I've cheated myself out of good health for a very long time, and that's stopping now. I don't have to be held accountable to anybody but myself, well, and my coach, you know, and I'm not wasting my money and her time. And I want to look at the very best I can, and I want people to say, man, I don't want people to think that, like, when someone sees me, I'm like, oh man, she really works out. That's all I want. Be like, oh man, you're in really good shape. You work out? Like, that's my biggest want in life, right? So I make sure that I am getting the most out of these movements, the most out of my time, the most out of my membership, right? Again, you don't have to have a gym membership. You can do all of these things with resistance bands and with free weights. But it's your form. It's your form. It's your form. If you are ever confused on what your form is supposed to look like, Google. There's been times where I will Google stuff in the gym and look under Google Images. I'll look on YouTube and watch a video, and I'll do that. I'll ask people. I mean, there is literally, if you're finding this video, you know how to work the internet. There is a just vast wealth of knowledge out there. So there's no excuse for you to say, I don't know how to. I don't know how to do this movement. I don't know how to lift weights. I don't know which muscles to work. You know, there's no excuse. We've made enough excuses, and I know I probably sound really harsh, but it's like, these are the things I tell myself, right? These are the things I also tell my mother. We've made enough excuses, right? Excuses are like buttholes. Everyone got one and they all stink. We made enough of them. We're going to be proactive, and we're going to save our own damn lives. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do that by doing the work, doing the shadow work, taking care of ourselves, and doing the movements, right? So that's one of the things that the second thing, right? So the first thing was calorie focus. Second thing was mind and muscle. Major change, major game changer. A lot of people also ego lift. That was me, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's times where I see like a lot of people in the gym and they're doing really heavy, and I'm like, I could do that, and I could. I had to so there's a lot of things too that I can do really heavy. My legs are very strong, very strong. And a lot of people are super impressed by that, but they'll be like, man, your legs are freaking strong. Yes, I know. But in certain movements, my legs are not, because I have to depend a lot on my knees. And I was struggling. Hack squats for me are a big struggle, right? I can do a hamstring, like a reverse hack squat, and for my hamstrings, and I could do a ton of weight, because my my butt, my legs, that part is very strong. But when it comes to putting a lot of pressure on my knees, I'm very weak. And I had to stop trying to ego lift. Same thing with upper body. You know, once my form is compromised, then it's irrelevant. I'm not even getting the full benefit, and I'm most likely gonna end up hurting something. So please remember that, okay? You don't have to compete with nobody. Don't be a Danielle. Don't see some big muscle guy in the gym and be like, oh yeah, 8 plates, I can do 9, and then, you know, bad things happen. So we did that, and a lot of things I honestly want to say a big change for me was supplements. Now, I am an affiliate with OneUp, so I just want to say that this isn't like me trying to be a pusher, but I really feel like their BCAAs for while I'm training, my intra workout has been spot on. It's really kept me hydrated, kept me from getting cramps, kept me from getting, kept me going, right? Kept me hydrated and stuff like that. So I highly recommend. It has glutamine in it, and it has collagen in it, and it's super good. So I take their BCAAs. Another thing I've been doing is their pre-workout, which I love. I got this from Miami Vice. It's very coconutty. If you don't like coconut, I wouldn't recommend. I probably won't repurchase this flavor because I'm not a coconutty person, but it's fine for right now. It's really good, and I don't crash afterwards. Some of the other ones I was taking, like Nitro Surge, which was really good. It was really strong, but I would crash afterwards. And then I also, guys, the liquid L-carnitine. It's non-stimulant, so if you didn't want to take the pre-workout, you could take the L-carnitine by itself. They also have non-stimulant pre-workout, but it's a fat burner. It's a fat burner. It gives you a little bit of energy, kind of kicks everything into overdrive. I'm telling you, the best. Like those things for training for me, perfect. Sometimes if I don't finish my cardio at the gym, I'll take like a shot of the liquid L-carnitine, and I will do some cardio at home, or even if like I'm kind of dragging and it's like I gotta deep clean the house, I'll take a shot of liquid L-carnitine before I clean. Just give me a little boost, kind of get me going, instead of taking like a Red Bull or something like that. It's really good, and it's literally like a little capful, and you swig it back, and it's great. I have a link and everything for that down below if you guys were interested. But I really feel like that has also been a big game changer for me. Like I said, again, rest days are super duper important. Okay, so I make sure, like I said, my workout, my split right now is Friday shoulders, Saturday is hamstrings, Sunday is back, and then Monday I'm off, right? So Saturday and Sunday are huge muscle groups. Those are big muscle groups, and I'm exhausted come Monday. So then Monday I'll have a rest day, and that's usually the day I have to go to work. So I'll keep that busy, I'll keep myself going, and then I'll rest, you know, do my prep and everything like that. Tuesday I'll do quads, Wednesday is an upper and lower pump, and then Thursday is another off day. I like to take off on Thursdays because it gives my body time to rest for the inflammation to go down. So when I weigh in on Fridays, I'm not very swollen, and it's a true weight. It's not like an inflammation weight, like a water weight or anything like that. It's a true weight of what I'm looking like. And it's been working really well, and I've been noticing a great difference. So that's another thing, is making sure you're getting rest, making sure you're eating, making sure you're staying hydrated, okay? You wanna stay hydrated, it's super duper important. As far as eating, nothing has changed. I'm still eating pretty much the same thing, just kind of mixing it different. I'm gonna do some more full days of eating, because I've been kind of doing some different like concoctions. I've been on this like chicken chop salad thing kick for a minute, and it's been so good because it's been so hot. I've been doing some watermelon, a lot of fresh fruits and stuff like that. Just really just enjoying like whatever seasonal like fruits are fresh, seasonal produce that is fresh, and cooking that up. Just staying really simplistic. You know, I still eat my 6 meals a day. Nothing, like I said, some meals I'm just a little bit more carb heavier than others on certain days, but carb cycling has been very beneficial to me because I don't need to utilize as many carbs as I do on training days. So that's what I feel like has been the magic sauce. Now, let's talk about it. How many times? Okay, 23 minutes. You guys have been asking, and I hear you. Training. Am I going to start training people? So at the beginning of, what was it, May or April? I don't even remember now. I'm telling you, this summer has been a blur. I took on 5. Okay, I was only going to take on 2. I took on 5 people. Out of the 5 people, only once lasted. And she did really, really good. If you're on here, I'm so proud of you. You're doing so good. And I can't remember. She lost a little bit of weight, but you could really see the definition coming in. She did really, really good. She was super consistent, and I was so proud of her. She even had her kids doing it with her, and I felt like we really had a thing going. She checked in every Friday, you know, she sent pictures, and she was super open to, you know, following the rules and everything, like, not rules, but following the guidance I was giving her. I did those for free. And I'm not gonna lie, I was super disappointed in the people that like took, like I sent everybody like a workout plan and like a set of macros, and I feel like once I gave them that initial one, I never heard from them again. So I felt kind of used on that one, I'm not gonna lie. So going forward, I am going to charge. I am going to charge. It's not gonna be a lot because I just don't think people have money like that. I'm not gonna charge you what my coach charges me at all. But I feel like if I have you guys take a little bit of a money investment, you guys will stay consistent, because I know you guys are not gonna wanna waste your money. And I'm actually gonna talk to Nicole Burgess and see how she did hers, and I'm gonna go from there. But I'm planning on starting it probably the 3rd Monday of July and doing either 4 to 6 weeks. It's probably gonna be 4 weeks. And then every 4 weeks, if you wanna continue, then, you know, you can continue and, you know, go by each month, kind of the same way I do with my coach, and go from there. So I'm planning on taking probably at least 10 people, because I feel like if I take 10 and if 5 drop, then I'll still be left with 5, and then kind of go from there and set that up. And then with the training, I'm going to offer a at-home training program, which I already have written. It's a really good at-home training program. And then I'm also, depending on what your needs are, if you want one for in the gym, I can offer that one as well, and I'll write one up for you. Individualized macros, we'll do that, and then each week we'll check in, and then if macros have to be adjusted, we will adjust them going further. I didn't want to start it before 4th of July because I'm going to be honest with you. If you're just starting this journey, to ask you to withhold and to refrain from, you know, the festivities of the holiday is very unrealistic. This is a lifestyle, and it's a very slow approach, and it's a learned approach, and you can't just jump in, and because you're going to feel restricted and you're not going to stick with it. And I don't want anybody to have any binging and restricting and fasting or anything like that. We will not be doing any fasting. We will not be doing any no fasting. There's absolutely no fasting. Cardio will be included. Depending on, you know, how you go. Everybody starts off like with just high carb days and then seeing how your weight is. And if we have to do mix, we'll probably do mix, high and low, like carb cycling. So if you guys are interested, I will please put your push notifications on. If you do have them on for this channel, undo it and then do it again, because nobody's getting alerted. Make sure that if you are not following me on Instagram, please follow me over there. And it's pretty much what I'm going to put on Instagram, so I'll alert everybody then. And then I'll probably put something on the community tab when everything's opened up, and we can go from there. But I am going to be offering it, and then I'll have pricing and everything. So if I have to get an app and stuff like that, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll have to kind of figure it out. It's not going to be like hella expensive. Like I said, it's going to be probably a bare minimum, just so maybe if you guys can, you know, I can make sure you guys stay consistent. So if that's something you guys are interested in, I know a lot of people want me to write out meal plans. I cannot do that. I cannot do that legally. I know a lot of people are like, girl, I'm not going to sue you. I don't believe you. I have to protect me and myself, you know? So, you know, I could teach you how to break it down into individual meals and stuff like that, or tell you how to, like, you know, break it down like that, but I cannot write out individual meal plans. It's just something I'm not willing to risk at this given moment. You know, if I had like some licensing and some letters behind my name, I could do that. But for legality purposes, we ain't going down that route. I can't believe June's over. Guys, let's give a quick update. So June, well, actually, let's see. Let's go back. Raya graduated end of May. She started her job in June. She's doing so good. She got her first big girl paycheck. She's saving for Ireland. She was upset because she doesn't understand why she has to pay for Social Security when she doesn't think it's going to be around. And she was upset that they took so much out for taxes. Do you guys remember your first paycheck when you seen that? You're like, what the hell? So it was actually a really funny moment. Raya went to Taylor Swift with my dad. We had Raya's graduation party, Father's Day, which was so good. Lots of swimming. We took the girls to Six Flags. I'm trying to think what else happened. I went to Stevie Nicks. If you guys didn't see the short, it's on here. She's an absolute legend. It was everything I had ever hoped of. Like, I cried because she played Rhiannon, and if you guys don't know, my sister's name is Rhiannon. My dad is a huge Stevie Nicks fan. Like, I was raised on Fleetwood Mac. And I remember when my dad brought my sister home and he would sing it to her, and I was just like, oh my God, it was great. July is going to be wonderful. Leo's turning 44 at the end of the month. My mother-in-law's birthday's on Sunday, 4th of July. My cousin's getting married next month. Oh, also, I went to dinner with my cousins, you know, like from my bio dad side, the ones I never knew. I went to dinner with them. I could show you guys a picture. They're so cute. They're twins. But yeah, so I guess this is going to be a little mini life update too, I guess. I don't know. But they were so great. We went and had dinner. Actually, it was my cousin's bridal shower in June as well, but I didn't go because I got food poisoning from weird shrimp. Love that for us, but she was so great. Let me show you. Where are the girls at? Here they are. So that's Morgan and that's Taylor. So aren't they so cute? This one's getting married. Aren't they beautiful? I love them so much. So we went to dinner and oh God, I just adore them so much. It's so crazy to have like a whole set of like other family now. It's wild. But yeah, that's it. How are you guys? I'm happy. I'm very happy. I feel like I'm at this point where like I'm so unbothered by so many petty like little things, and I feel like therapy is finally working out. I feel like my coping mechanisms are really good, and I just feel really at ease. I want that. I want that for everyone. I want that, like, where you're just like, life's good. Bravo. You come this far and you've done a wonderful job. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you on the next one. Also, don't forget to check out all the videos. New video will be out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I throw in some reels. Make sure you are following along, subscribing. If you guys could share the channel, please. Yeah, it's crazy out here. Oof. All right, y'all. Bye.
Well, miss, I guess I'll be on my way now.